The operator of the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant has begun discharging contaminated water into the ocean. The radiation level of the released water is said to be very low. Tokyo Electric Power Company says it needs to free up space to store water with much higher levels of radiation.
In order to securely store extremely high radioactive waste, based on the Nuclear Reactor Regulation Law Article 61, Section 1, we have decided to discharge into the sea 10,000 tons of low radioactive water in the central treatment facility, as well as 1,500 tons of low radioactive groundwater stored in the subdrain pits of number 5 and number 6 reactors as soon as we are ready.
Further, we have this pit here, and contaminated water is being leaked from this pit. Now, the number 2 unit turbine building and also the trench water is believed to be flowing out to the sea. And it is highly radioactive, and it is around 1 million becquerel. And the service dosage is per hour some 1,000 millisievert or higher. In other words, this is a level which may have an impact on the human health. Because this is a race against time, it was necessary to try to remove the contaminated water to a different location. Now, first idea was to put it in the condenser, but the condenser is full, and therefore now there is this other candidate several meters away. This is the central disposal treatment facility, and this has a large capacity, and it can accommodate some tens of thousands of tons of water, and so all the water can be transferred here. However, in this facility already there is a low level of contaminated water, and therefore this water will be disposed in the water, and instead this high level radioactive water will be transferred here. And another is this number 5 and number 6 units. It was believed that this is stable, but as a result of the earthquake, there are cracks in the facility, and radioactive groundwater is coming in, meaning that the water could destroy the equipment. So this radioactive groundwater has to also be disposed into the sea. Now,
hi guys, this is just a quick update on the developing and ongoing situation that's taking place at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. TEPCO has released a press statement saying that it intends to release some 11,500 tons of radioactive water into the Pacific. This radioactive water is roughly 100 times above the legal safety limit which is in place at the moment. So this 11,500 tons is in addition to the radiation leakage of water which is already taking place. That radiation leak that's taking place from the pit is releasing somewhere in the region of 2 litres of highly toxic radioactive material per second into the sea. That works out at some 7 tons per hour. This leak has been going on for well over 24 hours now. They've had 2 attempts to try and stem the leak. Both attempts have failed. Today they've tried to place some dye within the pipes to find out where this leak is coming from. They've still been unable to identify where the leak is, and the leak continues to spread throughout the Pacific, and again the rate of that leak is some 2 litres of radioactive water with a reading of over 1,000 millisievert, emitting over 1,000 millisieverts per hour of radiation, and that works out at some over 7 tons per hour being released from that leak. What the new information that I've gotten from this is that this 11,500 tons which will be intentionally released, 10,000 tons will come from a water storage tank, and 1,500 tons will be coming from the sub-drain trench pits of reactors 4 and 5. So this is additional information. Now we're talking about a development situation with the coolant system of reactor 4 and 5. This is a development story at the moment. The water is rising within the turbine buildings of reactors 4 and 5 and has started to flood it. The emergency generator used to cool the spent nuclear fuel pools of reactors number 5 and 6 could be flooded and destroyed if this water level continues to rise. So this is reactors 5 and 6. This is in addition to the other 4 reactors where there's been an ongoing situation for the last 3 weeks. So that's the situation.